They changed it to a lion and all kind of stuff. So all these zoomorphic teachings only teach me the fact that the only reason why you can't see a conceptualization of anything greater than the human body is because of our brainwashing that we've received on this earth. But the whole ideal of us having a supreme creator, and the supreme creator not necessarily having to have a manifestation a physical manifestation, but identifying his or herself through the creation of physical manifestation can always make that theory that you just said be true. Because remember, I always say that there is only one thing on this earth, and that is you as God. Because from the one comes the many. So if you are God, and then there is an alien civilization, as you just said, that can influence you according to your consciousness, meaning that if you're a person that's vibrating on dual energy, they'll come and assist you in that. Or if you're a person that's vibrating on higher consciousness where you're trying to seek more God knowledge, they'll come and assist you on that. Does that make sense? It makes total sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It makes total damn sense.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's called UFO and Alien Contact. UFO and Alien Contact 2012. And then just type the one with the one that has the hour long, the long one, instead of the segment, because it'll come up on YouTube in segments. But just watch the one. They'll show you the one that's the full movie. It'll say full movie. You can type in UFO and Alien Contact full movie, and then it'll pop up.
All right. Well,
you gotta watch it though. But what's funny is some guy named Green, Alan Green or something, some motherfucker named Green. After they show you all this, they show you the DNA mixing that the aliens are doing while they're taking these babies, and and they say why they're doing it. They might be populating other planets and stuff. But when they show you this guy Green, that actually is the debunker, the one trying to get you to think that it's some government military shit.
Yeah.
He looks exactly like a cloned alien. This little white boy looks like a hobbit and shit. I'm like, look at this motherfucker. He look all alien inseminated, clone DNA, fucked and tampered with.
Did he say a name? Did he say a name?
Yeah, white people are so funny, man.
Hey, did he say a name that'll be a name that go along with these people that is bringing this energy?
Did he say what?
Did he have a name for them or a description of them?
No, he didn't. But Malachi calls them the agreeable beings and the disagreeable beings. He says the disagreeables are the ones helping the white people do all this shit and zap our energy. And the agreeable beings are the ones that are helping us trying to get out of this shit and fix the earth.
Let me tell you how they zap our energy. Now listen to this. Now, don't interrupt me because I've been studying this, and once it start dropping, don't interrupt me because this is going to be serious, all right?
Go ahead.
Because I've been studying this. I found out how they're zapping our energy.
Okay.
The first place they zap our energy is by convincing our black woman that her man is not anything. See, listen, a black woman's father is a black man. Okay, so now if you convince a black woman that her man is not anything, that means that her natural given lover and counterpart has been removed from her. Along with the removal of that, her son has been removed from her, and along with the removal of that, so has her father, as well as her grandfather, as well as her black god. Okay, the image of her black god gets removed when she got convinced that her natural given man, the black man, was unsuited for her. Now this brainwashing came from the same European that is responsible for the eradication of deforestation that was around this black woman and this black man. His method of destroying them was, before he even set foot on the soil, he pull up in those ships and shoot metal fragments of iron and shrapnel of chains and broken glass and anything he could get in his cannons into the village and destroy their villages and wait until they were submissive as to where their whole sustainment and their infrastructure are destroyed by him. Now he goes through the woods and pick up the fragment remnants of them that have been scattered about. And then what he would do is this: immediate separation. As soon as he grabbed them, he would put the men on one side and the women on the other side. The men have to watch him rape their women. He purposely did this a systematic way like this so he can make each other person feel that they were unsuited for each other. In other words, when the woman look in the eyes of her man, and she know that she just been raped by this guy in front of this man. She feels really disrespectful. She feels less than the true woman who the universe had made her feel, and she also feels disgusted that he did not do anything to protect her from that. He's sitting over there he's feeling the same way. But see, the problem is that you can't fight this evil that's coming into your village with cannons and guns. You can't, and the savagery that went along with that, they just caught everybody off guard, and they were just so uneven able to think that such a terror could come at them. Now, when you have this happen to you, and then later down the line, the black man is killed off. Now, let me show you. Killed the black man off and kept raping these black women and giving them these bastardized children. And according to the skin complexion that come from these rapes, they set up a system of, like a caste system that operates over there in India, but not as extravagant because it's not as large as amount of black people as it was in India. So they didn't have to use that strategy here. The strategy they used here was the skin game as to where everyone gonna be slaves. All right.
Take care of your mama, boy.
Everybody gonna be slaves. But the thing is, we're gonna have assignment of skin color that is going to decide how far a person be privileged. Over in India, you can be so black that you don't be privileged at all. Here in America, it's the same way too, but it's just that the black people over here is so intelligent compared to the other black people all around the planet, as to where, you know, they just could not stagnate you 100%. That's the reason they had to go so large with all the prisons and everything. You know what I'm saying? And slow down the birth rate of black people by incarcerating black men. You know? And so all this stuff that's a part of all that is the strategy that they have implemented to make us as a people be destroyed. The man and the woman looking at each other as if we are opposition because of that type of treatment that we've been receiving from this European.
Letting you know your dog was out.
Hey man, do you mind listening, man?
Go ahead, man. I hear you, boy. You spent it, man. You knocking it down.
I'm telling you, I hate when this stuff start coming and you just take it like it's not even important. This stuff is really important. I want you to understand it, man. They deliberately steal our energy, first of all, by the description I gave you right there, separating the black man from the black woman. Anytime you see a race that is so divided as to where the man and the woman that is the procreators of this race are now having interrelationships of sexual minglings with the people that has enslaved you, creating a race of people known as Mexicans, Latinos, that are getting the privilege from the bottom. Now listen to what I'm saying. I want to show you how they're stealing our energy from us. Now, first of all, if you watch that movie, the little clip segment that I did, No Spiral, No Reciprocity, when I show you the graveyard, there's no trees growing, there's no ducks there, there's nothing going on there. All this space is used to house people that's already dead. You're already dead. You're not even here. Your spirit that moved on is probably living in a tree if it could find a tree, but it can't because all the trees are cut down for graveyards.
That's bullshit. Yeah, pushing up daisies is bullshit.
That's what I'm saying.
Up tomatoes.
All right, so let me finish. All right, now let me finish. You're absolutely right. You should be pushing up tomatoes. Not no damn space left for some dead bodies that's not even there.
Dead bodies pushing up daisies.
But listen. This is why they do that. They do that to stagnate the regeneration of the earth. If that graveyard wasn't there, if all the vacant buildings that's here were not there, it could be food growing. All this food that could be growing is supposed to be sustainment for the people that they're talking about right now. The earth cannot supply food to. The earth can supply food to anything it put here. The problem is that you got these greedy ass.
Does a fruit tree need? It doesn't need any maintenance.
Look, man, you got these greedy ass white men that found the earth taking care of itself. It had no need for a man to do anything except respect it and take responsibility of it. He started cutting down all the trees, cutting down all the people, cutting down all the animals, destroyed everything, and now want to walk around the earth with a stupid ass look on his face every time he see a black man as if we're the problem. And it's like I'm trying to tell him right in his face, no, you stop that bullshit. It's your raggedy ass that has done all the stuff that has put everybody in the state of nothingness that they are in. You have proved over and over again that your God concept of self, because of your invent of Jesus Christ, has made you feel that you were superior over everything on the earth, and you have did nothing but abuse and mistreated everything on this earth, including your woman. And I am not going to sit my ass around here and be afraid to tell the world the truth. Do you hear what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, I heard you. That was deep, man.
People need to stop being afraid to address the problem. The reason why the earth is dying is because we are being all forced to follow ritualization of the white man that creates a system of earth occurrences where everything that is living, the trees, the lakes, the oceans, the fish in the lakes, all those things get destroyed by him so he can build structures that he can use to extract revenue that people don't have out of people's pockets. So now his system of running the earth has made everybody broke except the rich people, and this 1% of rich people keep destroying what of nature is left and building themselves more condos and taking over more space for people to live in. So now you have all type of fucked up people all gathering in one section, all committing acts of crime, criminality on each other. They throw a bunch of drugs and things, throw all type of enticement to have sex, all type of things that just perpetuate decadence, cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, bad propaganda, bad food. And all this stuff is what is contributing to the decadence of our planet. It is all a systemized plan of these groups, one group of people, to extract the wealth of everybody on the earth, even if it means to strangle every person, every animal, every mineral, every drop of water. Everything. And they're the ones that destroyed this earth by doing that, creating circumstances of stagnation, of earth regeneration. And so now when you have a bunch of people sitting around where they can't go get no fruit off no damn trees, and you don't have no money to go in Safeway, you go in Safeway and you get caught stealing the orange because you got to eat, and now they got a prison set up for your ass that they tell the taxpayers they spend $40,000 a year or more to house every prisoner in. But then you housing half of the people on the damn planet. So the problem is, well, why are you so quick to want to do that? Because you're not doing anything but making a profit off of enslaving everybody. That's why.
Don't touch on that subject now. The UFOs. They say the video says that the UFOs are the ones doing this, while we say the white people instead of the systems that behind you. The video says the UFOs are directing them to do this shit the way they're doing it.
That's right. And I was talking yesterday about them being flushed out. I was telling you.
Trey said that. Trey says no way they could have did all this shit without no outer space help.
Of course, they had help, and they still got help, but we got help too. And the problem is, we've always had help. As guys on this planet, we could have been dealing with these people ourselves. We didn't need, and even though these spaceships is here now, the real final outcome of us fixing our problem is going to have to be us, because they're never going to set 1 foot on the ground. Never. All they do is use light technology to destroy these people. You know? And I'm not trying to say no names or whatever, because I read a lot of books that gives you descriptions of reptiles and all kind of different beings and greys and you name it. But I'm not trying to throw nothing like that at people, because I'm not sure if that's the case, man. But what my point is that whatever the enemy might be, you just got to understand that you have an enemy more than anything. If you don't know you have an enemy, then you probably don't know that you're at war. And if you don't know that you're at war, then war is not going to give you a break because your ass did not know. War is going to say, well, he should have known or she should have known, because the rules are the rules. As if your ass gets shot, you're supposed to die. And if somebody comes into your house, some invader enters your land and overpower you and take your home. See, this is my point. The white man who didn't want me to take that shit out the garbage yesterday, his perfect excuse for me not going in the garbage and taking that shit was, well, I own this property, and I don't want you to have it. Well, like I pointed out to him, you are trespassing. Don't call me a trespasser. You're the fucking trespasser. And you are a very disruptive trespasser, because since your beginning, your initiation into trespassing on this soil, I have found it very hard to exist. You have came over here, handcuffed us, stolen our land, raped our women, created another race of people off of the mixture of your blood with mine that is oppositional to me right now because of your foolish brainwashing that you instilled in them. And so don't you dare sit here and tell me I'm trespassing.